You're very welcome to this afternoon's Up for the Match. This is a special edition programme. We're here in the Glennon Brothers Studios on Shaw in Farron, South Fermoy, County Cork. I'm joined now by one of Cork's greats, Mr. Donal O'Cusack. Donal O'Cusack, you're very welcome.
Grazie mille, grazie mille per il benvenuto, grazie.
Okay, so Donal, you've played there at the highest level for Cork. This is a really exciting time for the Cork hurling team.
Yeah, it is actually. Quindi la supercazza, la prematurata con scapellamento sulla destra, sapevo come fosse Antani. Lo scappellamento, no? Quando ci siamo capiti. Yeah.
Okay, joined by Dennis Toomey, Vice Chairperson of Arid Glen GA Club in County Cork. Dennis, you're very welcome.
Thanks very much.
Dennis, how do you see this game unfolding now at the weekend?
Yeah, hopefully we'll give them a good game, and they're like a strong favourites, I suppose, and they've beaten us in the last 3 years every time we play them. So hopefully we can get this one over them.
You know, when I look at that Cork team, dynamite comes into mind.
Yeah, I suppose they're very fast, young. I suppose a lot of them is their first All Ireland and things like that. So I think we've only 3 left over from 2013. So yeah, they've nothing to fear, I think.
Unbelievable going into a Canish-na-Heron as an underdog. It's a great position to be in.
Yeah, I suppose Cork don't do that too many times. Usually when we go into All Ireland, we're favourites, but we haven't been there since 2013. So most of us know where we have it.
Excellent. From Stephen Bennett from Ballystagger, County Waterford. Stephen, you're very, very welcome to this afternoon show.
Thank you, Michal.
And tell me now, Stephen, what way do you think this game will go?
I think to be a very close contest on Sunday. Cork are on a bit of a roll at the moment at underage. They're in their second under 20 All Ireland final tonight. They won the minor, and I think to be a very close game on Sunday, and I don't care who wins once Cork don't win.
That's a great way of looking at it. So you're very neutral in this position now. It doesn't matter to you who wins so long as it's not Cork.
That's correct, Michal.
Cork. I'm joined here by Sean Hill, an employee of Glennon Brothers. Sean, you're very welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
You're more than welcome. Tell me, Sean, so originally you're from South Africa now, living in Fermoy.
Hulle gaan 'n bietjie van die Afrikaans gebruik. Maar jy weet, hulle moet ook Engels of die Irish praat sodat almal kan verstaan.
And there you have it from Sean Hill. Paula Donovan, you're very, very welcome to this afternoon show.
How do I?
When you were a young boy, a young garçon growing up in Skid, County Cork, did you not play hurling at all?
No.
Hard to believe.
No, it's rowing.
Rowing.
It's just, we wouldn't have the hurleys at all. There'd be no timber about the place, and sure times were hard, and
Very
it was
good.
rowing.
And tell me now, that this medal, how much does this medal mean to you?
Well, it doesn't mean anything really. Like, it's just a gold medal, like international. Like, it's not like an Irish medal where it's just Irish people. It's international. People from all over the world, and gold. I got silver one as well. The Olympics before. Did I mention that?
You mentioned that.
And gold is in the Olympics. I said that.
You said that as well.
And world champion as well.
Okay. Very welcome back. I'm currently joined here by Davy Fitzgerald, former goalkeeper from Onclaw. Davy, you're very welcome. Who do you think will win this?
Well, first of all, Tom, thank you for having me here. But it's actually a very good question, we don't know who will join. But I have forever here, and there's a team from right now. And
Ash. I'm joined here now by Kevin Masterson from the home of hurling, Coomte and Longford. Kevin, you're very welcome. Kevin, hurling was introduced to you by your parents.
It was. They were firm believers in a good hurl. The ball was a secondary issue, but by God, they knew how to use a hurl.
Excellent. And when you were growing up in County Longford, a lot of famous hurlers up there. Can you name out a few?
No, there's too many to mention, but a great stalwart in Longford hurling was always Niall Castle.
Niall Castle from the Slashers.
The Longford Slashers. A true legend, a proper slasher he was. But we had great hurlers there as well, like the Glennon boys, and Davy, Tyrone and Sean Sheridan, great lads. True hurling men.
Very good. And the blue and gold, not seen that often now up in Croke.
It's not seen that often, but I'm a firm believer now in a few years' time we'll be back around again.
Very good. I think the last Longford man to lift a cup in Dublin was Michael Glennon when he was having his breakfast this morning.
He was.
I'm joined by a very famous named man here, Willie Barry Murphy from County Cork. Willie Barry, you're very, very welcome.
Thanks very much for having me.
Tell me, are you related to the famous Jimmy Barry?
Well, I'd be a good friend of his. I wouldn't be related, I know him very well.
Willie, how do you see this game going?
It's going to be a close game, a very close game. I think Liam has been away from Cork too long now, and it's about time he came back to Cork.
He'd be welcome back to Lee's side.
Oh, because with a half and a half and opener.
Usually, there we have it now from the horse's mouth. I am joined here now by Donald O Grady, selector on the Cork Senior Hurling panel. Donald, how do you think this game will go?
Well, Michal, August, to be game of two halves, a first half and a second half, and to be physical, be very, very physical there, and we won't be found wanting. If we can get Glennon sent off, if he'd be sent off by the referee like he should have been in the last few games, I think we're in for a very, very good shout. I think it'll make for a great game. If the rain comes down, to be better for us, because Limerick won't be able to hold on to that ball as easy.
Blood red.
The Rebels. And the Rebels!
That concludes our broadcast for this afternoon. I would like to say a massive Gora Míle Mahagut to everybody for their contribution this afternoon. A massive Gora Míle Mahagut to Glennon Brothers of Farm South for my County Cork. On behalf of myself, Micheál Murrah-Hortig, I want to wish everybody the very, very best of luck. Anyone that's going to be a Machas and Park at the weekend, let them be from Cork or let them be from Limerick. Enjoy the game, buin tatna fás, slán agus banna.